Woo woo! How's everybody doing? Ain't nobody in here yet, but I'm just gonna go ahead on and get started. Yes, they letting us have some rain, honey. We getting the rain. I know y'all couldn't hold off any longer. Like I was telling y'all know I want to talk about this in rain situation first. I want to talk about the weather project first, okay? Hey, Julie. Yeah, 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 yeah. You get the welcome and call. May you have abundance from this day forward until 2020. Okay, that's that number that's gonna unlock some surprises, y'all. Now y'all better go ahead and start creating, okay? Create what you want because honey, you can make it good or you can make it bad for yourself. Hello. Okay. Man, I'm telling you, man, something is moving in swiftly. I have noticed some things about the TV situation, like I said, as every December around this time, my husband's Gede, which is his brother who has passed on before him, starts communicating through the TV. It's been going on since 2015. Because I didn't know y'all now I have to ramble first. So I know y'all saying let's get to the title, but let's ramble for a minute, okay? But to kind of give you an idea, I want to be one of the first witches here. Okay, I am one of the first witches to talk about the craft. Okay, where no one else would want to talk about it. I get into those uncomfortable subject matters. Okay, very complicated ones. Hard to talk about. Y'all know me. I'm gonna be skipping around the place, bouncing because I'm moving with spirit. Okay, spirit is everything. Okay, to me. Understand? Not this sophisticated, engineered, okay, place we're living in where they decide for us what's comfortable to talk about and what's not, and how I should be doing my hair, my nails, my eyes, my everything, my skin, my clothes. That's not what I'm about. Okay? I do what I feel like I want to do. Okay? So but anyways, I'm gonna be the first to talk to y'all about stuff. I am the first. That's why people come to this channel. And that's why I'm not mainstreaming in traffic now. I see how this shit works now. What they talking about? Mainstreaming. So y'all catch what you can because I'm moving everywhere because I don't have enough time to talk about what I want to talk about. I was gonna get packages off, so everybody who's waiting on y'all package ain't going out there today because it is raining cats and dogs. But like I say, you know what I'm saying. You know, you get traffic like for your channel mostly is when you moving in mainstream. Okay, so like the next video up, I don't know how it is on yours end, but my next video up ain't none of my video. Okay, my next videos up be usually movies like scary movies and shit like that. Some type of movie or some shit. I'm like, no, it should really be my video next. Okay, so I see how this thing works. I look at all of the normal people, which now we have coined them the popular people, but they're just normal, meaning that it's just easy to control them because they really pretty much know how to follow the rules. It's more easier for them to follow the rules, to be accepted. They know how to put whatever they put on and be just like everyone else. And people like us, we don't know how to do this. So this is our private little place, and there's some other little places you can go to where we're called what, the not so popular people. We're not popular at all. We are what they want to call and coin the misfits of society, the outcast or whatever. Damn it, I love being outcast. God damn it. It is fucking fun. And to be able to be on YouTube and be outcast and get away with the shit and still have people that say, you know what? That's interesting. I want to hear more about it, man. I am in heaven. Do you understand? I'm in heaven, and it feels good. It feels real good. So like let me go on back over here all over again. You understand? 'Cause we're the one with the supernatural power. I'm just gonna say it right here. Normal people do not have supernatural powers. They only have privileges amongst the elites and the globalists. Okay, I see it all day long. They have privileges, so you can decide what's important for you. Okay, if you're a normal person, you're just a normal person. Okay, it's nothing wrong with that. You're average, you're just average. I am above average in all and all abroad, above the scale, around the scale. Okay, just whatever you want to call it, it's me. But we're the creators. We come up with the things that the normal people, may be afraid to come up with. And once we get started, once we create it, then and they see it's safe, then they go ahead and adapt it. You know what I'm saying? We're that's us. We're the artists. I'll decide. You know what I'm saying? What is going to be the next hottest things? We're the trendsetters, and so are all of you. All of you call yourself the above average, okay? The outcasts, the outlaws, whatever you want to call yourself. The trendsetters is a cute, clean name for it. The normal people usually use the words like trendsetters, trend blazers, whatever. What they call them? What blazers? Some trend blazers, or is it? I know it's trendsetters, and I think trend blazers or something like that. Whatever. But that those are the acceptable words and stuff for it or whatever. But I like to call myself. I'm just a unique creatrix. I am just one to be reckoned with, and I see a lot of these artists out here, especially these people like Erica Badu, going and taking my stuff to the stage all day long. Erica, you can at least donate to the damn channel. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Aja, because she took me to the stage. She channeled my energy, and everybody saw that shit. At least donate. You know, so you can be safe. Cause now my spirit's a little bit more stronger than yours. They're a little bit more stronger. Because they're gonna want to more. See, we began to start equating. Let's talk about it. No, I'm not talking about necessarily Erica right now because I love Erica. I love her material and everything. A great job taking it to the stage and everything. But at least donate. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't, but in secret. But let's just talk about this situation. Let's talk about normal people. Normal people tend to think because they have favor, meaning that they got cash, they got money, they can do things and go places, and they have access here. That's something their spirits is doing for them. No, it in a sense it may be, but really and truly you are being rewarded, or you are being a sellout and selling yourself, you understand, in a sense, to the system, to this matrix and stuff. That's basically what you're doing. You understand? And you equate that with supernatural powers. So we can't get confused. Having money and stuff like that is not necessarily having supernatural powers. Okay, the supernatural powers really is having favor with that is unknown, and you're actually able to levitate. See, we forget about those things. You understand? There are some magicians on YouTube that are doing things like that all day long, but supernatural powers to me is when you're levitating, when you're when you're able to teleport. This is the shit I want. Y'all can have all of that cute matrix stuff. Don't get me wrong, it makes you comfortable. It's good to have some of that, but showing that you actually have some type of favor. You understand? With forces. Are y'all still here? With forces beyond all explanation is me being able to goddamn it what's the word? I can't even think of it. Being able to be a shadow priest where I have shadows everywhere. I got shadows here, shadows all over the globe, even shadows in other worlds and stuff. To me, that right there is supernatural power. So we don't want to get this thing confused. Being able to speak in tongues that are no longer in existence. At one time they spoke in tongues here on the planet, and then they have spoken in tongues in other worlds and stuff like that. They're speaking in tongues, and then you bring that back over here, and you're able to spit that shit right here. That's supernatural power. Being able to pull a Subway sandwich out your sleeve like one of the magicians. Being able to call down manna. Being able to call down crystals and shit and diamonds and shit. Diamonds, you crying diamonds out of your eyes. Okay. So, I want the normal people to know that, oh, it's all good and everything to be able to find the favor and be able to buy yourself beautiful, nice things. And that's a form of maybe some kind of magical craft when it comes to these elites giving us whatever we want or whatever. But what do you have to take with you to the other side? You understand? Because you can't necessarily take any of that. But now the fact that you have the supernatural the supernatural manifestation to levitate, to do these things I told you, teleport. You have telekinesis and psychic intuitiveness beyond measures. Those are things you can take to the afterlife. They're going with you, okay? All of these things that you have learned here on this side, right here, you can take what you've learned. You can take knowledge and wisdom there so that you can either reincarnate and come back and continue to help humanity if that's what you're coming back. Some people might be coming back for some revenge. I don't know and shit. Like they be like, "Oh, she was so innocent," and somebody came in and did such and such to her. She didn't deserve that. We don't know if whoever did that to her he came back in another body this particular lifetime to take revenge on this motherfucker because of something they did in the last lifetime. You never know, So I don't want to talk about what it is because I don't want that shit to turn around on me. Because see, I know how spirit works. But anyways, when you have the favor of that is beyond, understand, that's supernatural power. I don't care nothing about no diamond rings and furs and all of that stuff like that. I was just sitting out thinking about that. I saw somebody had as I was working on somebody's credit report where they got some jewelry from and they don't watch this because this is somebody that is here in the physical with me and not on YouTube so I can talk about it. But where they had they had a lot of inquiries. Some inquiries will get you. They'll bring your credit scores down drastically. But they had like one of the things I saw in there was for sterling jewelry, and evidently they were turned down because I didn't see a sterling jewelry account on their credit. You know what I'm saying? So that right there hurts it real bad. And then I said to myself, it just out of nowhere, I said to myself, before I would do some stupid ass like that, I will make my own damn jewelry shit. But more than likely, it was probably trying to buy some like wedding bands and stuff like that. Shit, make your own damn jewelry. That's how we would do it. It has more supernatural powers in it. See, that's another thing about this mainstream, and I need to get to this chat. Make sure I ain't got no goddamn trolls up in here. Let me check this chat, y'all, and then I'm gonna get back to this right here. Okay. Let me see what we got going on here. Hey, Julie. Julie got the welcome call. Hey, DW. Hey, Chastain. Hello, Yachi. Hey, Adrian. Adrian, how you doing? Hey, Julie. Again, I said you one time, didn't I? Did I speak to you, Ashley? Hi, Ashley. Hello, Gail. Thank you for the fire. Love you too. Okay, Chastain wants to know what does the TV does. Now, here's the thing. He got murdered in December. And this was like December of 2015. Now, I'm going to tell you what's interesting about it. And let me tell y'all, I want to get deep into this so you all can, we'll talk about it in a minute. But I never will forget I had came home. I came home. I just had gotten through talking. Usually Mr. Willie would go over to his house, but I may have sidetracked him because he said he was going to go over. Turned out he never did go over there to his brother's house. I had sidetracked him and diverted his attention. Cause I had called him and told him that I'm on his eye insurance. Mr. Willie got me on all of his insurance, and they said that they couldn't find his information and everything. I called him up and everything, so we had to get all of it straightened out. And so he got it all straightened out with his employer and everything. Okay. So that must have stopped him from going over there because he was tied up going from place to place to get that straightened out. So I was able to get my eyeglasses and stuff because I like to go to those walk-ins, you know what I'm saying? Just walk in to get my glasses and stuff. And so I was heading on home, and then I noticed that I was riding through what now I know were apparitions. It was like these big white clouds that were like shaped up like cape figures. They were like white. And I went in the house, and it was just an eerie feeling all over the house. And this was at night, like I said. It was eerie. And uh I started sweeping, and I swept. I'm the only one in the house. I'm sweeping, and I had the front door open, and I swept some of the stuff out. Stepped on the porch so I could sweep what was on the porch out, and something slammed the door really, really hard. And I was kind of freaking out because it was a lot of force. And I came back in, and there was a shadow just running across the wall. I mean, like a wall of a shadow. And so I got myself settled down, and I sat on my bed, which you shouldn't sit on your bed, but I sit on it anyway. um, and the television came on by itself. It was December 2015. TV came on, and I heard messages was coming up against the screen, just like I'm like this. It was like, you know how you have these the text come across this closed caption text and stuff like that come across the screen. They were coming across the screen, and they made no sense. It was not relevant to what the person was saying. At the time, I only had one TV in here because we was just settling in, moving in. So I was like, okay. At the time, it didn't scare me because at the time, I hadn't had an experience like that. So I went ahead and watched TV and was trying to make sense of the different text that was on there or whatever. And then finally, to be honest with you all, because I'm very graphic and I don't hold nothing back. Y'all know it. So I finally kind of laid down, and above my head, I could hear these children singing, like sort of like the Freddy Krueger shit. That shit real, man. And I can hear children singing and all of this stuff like that. Like ring around the posies, pocket. So something about children. I just cannot figure out. Y'all got to realize there's something about them. They are the bridges. Children are the bridges to the other world. But anyway, they were singing, and it's like faint. Like you think you hear it, but you say it's in your head, but you can really hear it. So then all of a sudden, as I was drifting out to sleep, I started having these feelings, like these like orgasmic feelings, like when you have a orgasm. And it was a lot of orgasms and stuff. Like it was just weird. I'm like, what is going on? And it was really, really strange. And then I got up that morning after turning the TV off and noticed that the TV was back on again. And then that morning is when Mr. Willie called me in distress and told me that his brother had been murdered. And that was that night. And then from then on, I began to understand. I'm so sick and tired of that motherfucker keeping on blowing me up. I don't know in the world to do. Uh 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 and I know y'all want to know who it is. It ain't Mr. Willie, it ain't my family, it's somebody else. It ain't the vampire, somebody else. But I'm gonna get into that later on. But they only do this shit when I'm on the phone. What am I gonna say? So I found out he was murdered that night, and then it made sense later on. It took me some years to, up until almost like last year to now to figure out really what was going on. And it was his way of trying to communicate with us, because then we started having phone calls. What he did, start getting cell phone calls from his brother when his brother was dead and stuff, and he was scared. He didn't want to answer it. I told him, I said, you ought to answer it. Boy, the rain is coming down. I said, you need to answer it. And he didn't want to answer it and stuff. And would be on the phone. Now that's Mr. Willie there. He only calls when I'm doing videos. That's the only time he like to call. So anyways, he know I'm doing a video when I do that. Um, so I get back with you, okay? Cause I know you got to be watching me do videos. The reason why you want to call, okay? So I began to kind of pick up and know what was going on. That was him trying to communicate with us, and we'd be on the phone and stuff, and we'd have this static come through, him trying to tell us what happened to him. And he'd be calling Mr. Willie on his phone and stuff. Mr. Willie would be like, oh my God, this is Ronnie calling me again, and all that. And I told him, I said, shoot, let me pick it, let me talk to him, because I'm not scared. You understand? I'll talk to the dead and beyond. It don't scare me. I'm not afraid to talk to the dead. I mean, it's just common sense. Okay, and so check this out. Every single December up until about January, his brother turns our TVs on. Yep. So if he's not doing that, it's some closed captions on the TV that don't make sense. It's not relevant to what the person is speaking about. God damn it, if y'all motherfuckers don't leave me alone. I ain't talking about you, my girl. I saw your text. I saw your text. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about that. Y'all hear that? That's advertisement. That's advertisement from all these different companies and stuff like that. One, you talking about some, oh, we got savings here, savings there. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay. So, anyways, I ain't talking about my girl. You just text. I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about you neither, Mr. Willie. Wait till I get through with this video. Okay. So, anyway, so that's his communication, right there. That's his communication. So why am I saying all of this? Because he sometimes he interferes with the TV. You understand? Like last night, he was interfering with the fire stick and shit, trying to communicate. Now, what I'm going to do, because somebody told me to write those texts down. When I get a chance, I'm going to write all those texts down. Y'all going to get the tape recorder and stuff like that, because he also communicates with us in dreams and stuff like that and everything, which is a good study. And for me being a actual shadow priestess, and me also a what you call a necronomenon or whatever, me being a necromancer and everything, because that's exactly what I am. And you all ought to know that I am fascinated with the dead and everything. And to what other people may think is frightening, to me, I am intrigued by death. I am intrigued by dead bodies. I think it's beautiful to see maggots go in and out of things. And that's just me. It's a lot of us out there, but we're quiet because we can't speak. And we can't speak because of normal people who are easily programmed, admonishing us, okay? Because we are different. But this is the balance of the world. I'm a priestess of darkness, actually, as you all can see. And this is the reason why I look different. I act different. I may be slow to some people. I may be slow to you all on a more or less educational, physical world. But my world is the invisible world, the world of darkness. Okay? So, I'm the one that think it's beautiful to see the black necrotic hands of individuals as they decay, and the black eyes. You understand? Now, don't get me wrong. It will put fear in you, but it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. Okay. So, anyways, this is so yes, I will communicate with the dead when they bring messages in or whatever. Now, I will not allow them to consume my energy, and I will not allow them to use too much of my energy. I have let death use some of my energy, and it is very draining and tiring. I have talked to people just before they have died. I have held dead people in my arms. I have closed the eyes of the dead, and this is why I am so closely associated with it. Yes, I'm the one that can watch an autopsy and eat because it's beautiful when they open up the human body, and all of that is compacted inside the body, and then once they open it, it just sloshes all over the table. It's just like, how did nature's so beautiful, compact all of that in such a tiny place. It's just beautiful. You understand? Now y'all know it's other spirits be talking now. Okay. Well, mama might be just scared to death of that. It's always spirits utilizing my vessel to speak because I'm a medium. So a lot of the material you hear here is coming from what? Other beings. Okay, so yes, he has been communicating a lot here at December. And I told Mr. Will, I said, you have a lot of power and you don't even understand it. I said, you have a direct gede. You have with you what most people wish they could have. You have someone on the other side that can intervene for you, that can bring you back messages, that can go out and torment people. Whereas he may not have the power at this point, he have allies. He have warriors that can come and do collateral damage to people over here on this side. And to a sense, me and his brother and stuff like that were friends and stuff like that. That's my brother-in-law, and I have access to that too. But more or less, I'm even more powerful. You understand? I say I'm more powerful than Mr. Will. I don't know. Y'all, look. Let me tell you something. Uh, uh, I have a candle, and listen to me good. And I want you all to do that too. You can use these 7-day candles and put them kind of close to after you've dressed them and after you've requested whatever you requested from the candle, because you got to realize the candle and the flames are the messengers. I hear spirit communicating with me now. I don't know if y'all heard it, but they'll turn on the Bluetooth and everything, and they'll start speaking from the Bluetooth. They'll say, the connection is complete. And spirits speak to me through all my electronics and stuff like that. And I just heard it said the connection is complete. I'm in the house by myself, and then I heard a voice from one of the spirits. Y'all may call them demons or whatever. I call them spirits. And it just spoke. But anyways, if you put that candle close to, don't get it too close to your ceiling because you don't want to burn it, cause a fire. But like some of my areas where I burn my candles and stuff, the ceilings have kind of turned a little dingy, so it's time to get somebody to paint or what have you. But this candle is a little different because I can see where it has a dial on it, a dial that looks like a beam, and it's just going all across my ceiling, and it's moving with my voice. So it's got like a little circle at the top, and then the actual beam is like moving with my voice. That's some goddamn badass shit right there. That's badass. Now, if I stop talking, it don't move. Well, I'll be. Ain't that something? I'm controlling the flame with my voice, with my vibrations. Okay, so I'm through with that right now. So I'm more badass. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, men are kind of a little smarter than we are. I just gotta admit, Mr. Willie is a little bit brighter. He's my senior. He's my elder because he's older than I am. Mr. Willie is damn near almost 60 years old. And I'm in a situation where I be cussing him out. I bet y'all said, Mama, you supposed to be respecting your elders, okay? Mr. Willie got the power now. When he get to argue, Mama used to argue with him when he got the power. Now when he be arguing with Mama, Mama get to her and have to go somewhere in another room and sit down. I'm just telling y'all how deep this shit is. We can't overpower him. He'll never argue with his daughters. Oh, never. Oh, he treat them like they the world. When things he'll let them get away with, he don't let me get away with it. He don't let me, nor my son, get away with that kind of stuff. Which my son is his son, but he don't let us get away with that. He more harder on me and my son than he is his daughters. You know what I'm saying? He turns into a little teddy bear when it comes to his daughters. But me, whatever he can't say to them, he'll say to me. But Mr. Willie get to shouting in here and get to fussing and stuff like that. Mama go somewhere and close her door and say what she got to say with her door closed because he has that supernatural power because the damn man will be turning 58 years old. Yes. He finna turn 58. Oh shit, his ass ain't got but a couple of years and he in his 60s. And he need to stop. If you listen, you need to stop all that shouting and shit. That's dangerous at your age, at our age anyways. But yeah, you'll find that, as people approach 60, as they get up there in that age and stuff, if you disrespect them, something really, really bad is going to happen to you. Take me as a witness. But now, on a supernatural level, I do have a little bit of power over Mr. Willie because I have my auntie who is 92 years old that has just crossed over. You understand? That is a what? She is a warrior for me. And Papa is here and everything. So Mr. Willie don't want me to put Papa on you. You don't want me to put Papa on you, okay? Okay? And so I do have Papa. I have my aunt. I have my uncle. My uncle. I noticed my powers are even stronger with my uncle. My uncle who is dead. I don't mind telling y'all his name. No, I can't tell you my name because then people be looking him up. The haters will be looking him up. But anyway, I got an uncle and an aunt that are ghettos now. And so this is what is so important about taking care of the deceased ones that you were close to and your ancestors. It is very important that you take great care of them. Okay? Because they are going to be on the other side. You understand what I'm saying? Warning you of events that are getting ready to happen. If something bad is going to happen, they're going to let you know. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Willie's get a running is trying to let him know something that's going to happen. I noticed that sometimes he'll turn the TV on when his favorite celebrities are going to pass. So a few of the times celebrities have passed like the next day. And I'm like, okay, oh yeah, Ronnie used to like this particular person. One of his favorite people he liked is Tracy Chapman. He loves Tracy Chapman. That's his favorite and everything. So like if anybody is in some kind of distress or in some kind of trouble or something like that, he's gonna let us know. Even if it's us, you know what I'm saying? He'll let us know ahead of time and everything. So this is another way that some of your renowned psychics are able to call events. They're not just saying it off the top of their heads, but they have ghettos on the other side. They have spirits on the other side that give them the information and stuff like that. They feed them, they give them information. So anyways, this is like how they communicate with you. And they may just put closed captions up there on the TV and say there's going to be a shooting. But in actuality, some of them have even asked questions. But in actuality, the person is not necessarily saying that in the movie. It's a whole nother something else they're talking about. Does that make sense, y'all? One time we got a purple text, and I was like, "Whoa, what is up with this?" What is he trying to tell us now? So, anyways, if you have family members, if you have friends, people you've loved that have passed on, these are your ghettos. If you set up altars, if you feed them, because every time not every time, but a few of the times I've sacrificed a chicken, Ronnie has showed up. Ronnie has showed up. Yes. Okay. So also the blood sacrificings is to raise the dead. Okay. So this is one of them classroom settings That's deep. Like I said, this is advanced witchcraft. If you know you can't handle this, you understand you need to go to the novice channels, okay, where there are the normal witches. There are some normal witches out there that can guide you. And I'm not saying that to be silly or to demean them, but there are some people who are like on a basic level. You can go to those channels and get more information and come up a little bit. Most of the witches that are in here right now on the channel are in that state of mind where they are looking for more advanced witchcraft, like necromancer type craft. That we're a little bit different over here. We're special. And some people take the word special as something derogatory, as you're ill-informed or you are, miseducated or something of that nature. You something is just off about you, whatever. Yes, I will say I'm off track, but I say it with beauty. Off track meaning that I'm on not on the same track as the normal people. The normal people are the sheeple. They have to go wherever the actual guide says go. Okay, I'm off the tracks over here. Okay, and I think it's beautiful, and I want you all to see the beauty in all of those things that they have said is ugly about you, that are, negative qualities about you. And I have an appointment and I got to get ready to go. And I don't want to go because it's raining. It just ain't what I want to do right now. But I have an appointment that I got to get ready to go to in just a little bit. I just had my little reminder to show me, hey, look, this ain't your time. You got to be on somebody else's time. And I hate that shit, man. I hate being on somebody else's fucking time. If somebody say you got an appointment, you got to be here at this doctor's office, then I'm on that fucking time. You see what I'm saying? And they don't play this I'm not coming in shit. They will charge you 100 motherfucking dollars if you don't make your appointment. I don't feel like going over there. Listen to mama. But anyway, so now, yeah, mama got to go over there and they have to check my blood and everything in order to keep me on these meds. If you don't go in so that they can draw your blood and see where your potassium levels and stuff like that is, then you won't, you just don't get your meds. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm on meds that are kind of serious, and I know what y'all saying, Mama. If you was so badass, why you can't get yourself off that damn medicine? Mama is working on it. Mama has come off 2 of them already. Mama's on more than this, so Mama is working on it as she go. You know what I'm saying? They causes the problems, okay, and you got to go and get their medicines to fix it. One of the meds that I take that is real serious is a potassium med. It has potassium in it. So they need to make sure your potassium levels ain't too high, because if your potassium levels too high, that can be dangerous. Like, eating bananas and oranges and stuff like that will raise my potassium levels. And then with my meds and stuff like that, if it's too high, then that's gonna be a problem. Potassium is dangerous. Too much of it, just like sodium. Too much sodium in your bloodstream is dangerous. So both of them have to be balanced. You okay? You see what I'm saying? And if somebody give you too much potassium, a potassium shot that's too much, not only is it gonna kill your kidneys, it'll kill you. You can have heart attacks and stuff like that from a high level of potassium. So I have to go in there so they can check those levels and stuff. And every 6 months, they want to check your kidney functions and check, they want to look at your lab work and stuff like that. Because I remember when I was young and I had doctor's appointments, they didn't treat me as delicate as they treat me now. But I'm in health fitness now. Y'all got to understand. But now it's like it's a big deal. It's like, oh, we got to do this, we got to do that. We got to check your sugar levels, make sure your sugar levels. Mama A1C ain't all that great. I'm like, what, 5? She said I'm a 5.7. And she said that's not good. Even though when I go in there, she draw the blood. When I first go in there, they draw my blood and they said my sugar levels is like 80. I'm like, well, damn, that's good. And they said, no, we're not looking at that. We're looking at the 90-day profile of where your sugar levels are. And she says it's at a 5.7 and she wanted down to a 5.5. I'm on she said it's not too high, but they want to keep an eye on that. Mama have had 2 donuts last night before she went to bed. I sure did. I had two donuts, y'all. I can't help it. Like I told y'all, sugar is a drug. Cause and you think about it, these spirits want sweets. Mama got to give them the sugar. Okay, now let me come up in here because I got to finish getting myself ready to go out there. Oreo, that's pretty. I like that. Did I see somebody say, "Oh, Oreo"? That's so pretty. I like your name. Hey, Belle Rodriguez, where you been? Hey, Lady Owl. Hey, Eugene. I'm in the chat. Hey, Ann. Hey, Uniquely Designed. Where you been? Hey, Empress Copper Fox. Hey, Empress Wise Turtle. How are you? She said, my words came so true. Pay attention to these electronics when they doing things that they don't usually do. Thank you. Adrian says the trailblazers. We are trailblazers over here. We are the people that take a chance while the normal people sit back or stand back behind us and see exactly what is going to happen and laugh. They laugh at us. It's funny to them because they say we're off track, we're off, thrown off. These are the term. This is the terminologies. We're ill-informed. We're strange. We're weird. You're different. You're odd. You're an oddball. I've heard it throughout childhood. Nothing is gonna change. I was never popular. My popularity came from my creativity in high school. They would always say that's the artist. That's the artist. I would be referred to as, oh, that's you talking about that artist over there, the artist, because I was always creating, and it was funny. It was because they didn't understand that school has since burned down. It was so much evil going on up in there. The school burned down, and they went on tore it down. They had one big celebration in front of it before it was all over with and everything. And those people act as if though nothing ever happened. You don't remember treating me like I was shit through school, as you come to me now as if though we were all cool. We were never cool. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's us. I mean, I just don't see how you can be normal and have supernatural powers. Look at your Carries. You look at Carrie, that's me. Carrie has supernatural powers which she could just make things spontaneously combust. She was able to trap these people, close doors or whatever. And having these powers and stuff make us different, make us like, make things look misshapen on us, where one eye may be cocked to the left and nothing to the right, you know what I'm saying? And you look at those people and you feel like you suddenly in a moving right along. Okay, so anyway, so that's what it is. So they laughed at you because your eyes were like one here and one there. They laughed at you because your legs, like I'm a bow leg person, so my legs are crooked. You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be something to let you know, physically on that body that something is different about that person as they try to chop our numbers away in the chat because I just got frozen up just a minute ago. Y'all just seen that, but they have to do that because well, I'm not normal. I'm not the normal people. I'm not gonna be mainstreaming and none of that. Whatever. What they, if anything, what they want to do is cut this out because they don't like the fact that they think that I am in a position to be able to program you all to accept the beauty of your differences from them, those things that they approve of. They don't want that. They don't want you to celebrate, you understand, whatever that is that they have said is an eyesore, like growing hair on your chin, or as a woman, and growing hair above your lip if you are a woman, having moles on your face. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want me to say these are those supernatural things about yourself that makes you that separates you from the normal people. They are there for a reason. It is a mark to let people know that you have this supernatural intuitiveness that the normal people do not have. You understand? And it is true all day long. I don't care how they try to interfere with the message. You understand? Celebrate, okay? The fact that you have been chosen. You are the chosen one, okay? See, ain't nobody chose a whole bunch of normal people. Okay, normal people are just normal because that's basically what you're going to get. You're going to get the average. You understand? If somebody is standing 6'9", that person is not naturally average. Is that's not there's something separates them from average people. I'm not even of an average height. You know what I'm saying? My height is above. I'm above average in height, above average in weight. You see what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying to you all, if you all have anything like that, like you may have one blue eye and one brown eye, you know what I'm saying? That is something that is a gift from the gods to separate you from the masses, understandably. Okay. Let me see. I got to get back in here. Hello, Cherokee. Thank you for the fire and love you too. Hey, Varney, where you been, Varney? Hey, Milton. Hello, Sharon. Hey, Saint Anne, how you doing? Okay, so did I get to everybody? Did I miss anybody? Oh, excuse me. Did I? I just had my y'all. Look. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I always say this, and a lot of you all may have that ability too, where they call us invisible leaders. Invisible leaders, we don't necessarily get any kind of shine as far as they're not going to be announcing it on TV that you this, that, and the other. Your numbers are not going to reflect anyone who has any popularity. You're not going to be leading a bunch of people where everybody can physically see it, but on a invisible level, you are. Okay? You are. This is why they are like saying, I did that video, the heist, and the other video, the South is on fire. I put it back up because I got a lot of text messages from people saying they want that video back up, the heist, so that they can watch it. But you need to know that there are people following you, okay? And like I said, the elites, the globalists, they know, you understand, that our time is here. The chosen ones, our time is here. You may not necessarily see yourself in that place on this particular lifetime script, but on the next one you will, or a little further on, you will see where we're back into power again. The witches will take power once again. And you can best believe if I said it, it's gonna happen. And like I told y'all, I said these globalists are trying to sneak deep be us. They are trying to keep these corporations in power, okay, ahead of the mom and pops. See, mom and pops, that is us. Mom and pop stores are us. You understand? Us standing on the curbside, selling our herbs and tinctures and all of that. They are us. The corporations want that now, okay? They want to sell the herbs, the tinctures. They want to, as we get so many feet ahead of them, they trying to stay ahead of you. Natural hair care products for curly, kinky hair. They want to stay ahead. They're buying those companies up, the mom and pops and stuff like that, because they know it's where it is. So we say we want alternative medicines. They're getting ready to set up their shops now, okay? Okay? Eventually, you will have to have a license to do alternative medicines. You'll have to have a license to make tinctures, herbs, salves. You're going to probably have to have a license to be a goddamn witch. They're going to have a school where you got to go. You're not going to be able to call yourself a witch because you're going to have people, witches with degrees saying, hey, look, I paid $50,000 for this degree. I dare you to say that you are our witch too. Okay? Because at one time, doctors, healers, witch doctors did not have to go to school. Okay? Now you got to go to school to be a doctor. To be all of these different things, okay? So that's why what I was saying when I was saying they are actually trying to become us, the chosen ones. They think that they can find a way to hijack the plan. Motherfuckers. This is what they're thinking. They're watching us. We got our own little witchy community over here in our little section here in YouTube where we have most of us outcast witches. You understand what I'm saying? And outlaw witches. I would rather be an outlaw outcast witch any day. Hell, because that's all I know to be. You think they ain't trying to come in here and trying to and find a way to capitalize off of this shit too? Make movies and shit about us, and they've already done it. That movie Mom was one of the witches that that is over here in this sector. Got the same eyes. The lady who played that part. Now she's playing another spooky movie. And what they're doing, they're coming over here to the outcast witches. They're coming to us and getting all of their film footages. Okay. They're watching, they're reading the text. Motherfuckers, I know you in here, but you're going to pay me one way or the other. I ain't worried about the other witches. If y'all want them to bite off y'all stuff and y'all ain't got no problem with it and y'all don't want to acknowledge that's what's going on, that's y'all. But my spirit's going to go after that ass and get my money. I'm going to get my shit. I got to eat over here too while you sitting over here using my material and shit to profit from. Thank you for the fire cake, Phil. So we going to all put a curse on them because they taking from y'all too. I'm going to curse them. Hazel Hava said, they are, mama. Them helicopters been flying over my house again. Oh, gosh, we got the helicopters, too, a couple of days ago. We got them, too. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this shit? And I heard that machine going yesterday, making weather. It was going off. It sounds like a plane over your head, like thunder that lasts and lasts and lasts. It went on for a minute, then it'll stop and come back on a minute later and just last and last like this roaring noise. I said they trying to pump the motherfucker up because that cold. Look, let me tell y'all, people of the Weather Project, you understand? You have to give more rain in order to keep it cold. And I know you know that, so ain't no sense in around here trying to stifle when it comes to the rainwater. You got to put the water down. They're trying to find a way to make it cold without no rain. You're going to have to make it rain to make it get cold, okay? Because it's still warm. The only reason the heating system coming on and off because that whatever that artificial cold is kicks the system off. It makes us feel cold, makes us uncomfortable. It's bone chilling because it's not natural cold. It's not natural. Ain't no winter coming. Winter is gone, and the machines are going to have to work harder. That's why you're feeling it at the pump. A lot of you are feeling it at the pump, at the gas stations, the service stations and stuff. It's costing more and more money nowadays to get gasoline. You're getting more ethanol. That's what you're buying. You're buying ethanol. You're not really buying gas. You're buying ethanol. That's why I said the next car that I get, I am getting me a electric car. I don't want any more gasoline cars because I already see what's going to happen. People with gasoline cars are going to pay tremendous amounts of money. You're not gonna hardly be able to get to work. It's coming as they introduce the smart people are buying Teslas and electric cars. And I'm gonna do some research because I was just 1 minute from going into the bank borrowing a loan yesterday. I had to stop myself because I already got the temple. I was getting ready to borrow some money so that I can buy me an electric car. And not out of gluttony, it's just the fact that I know I see it coming ahead. Now, none of my witches. Now, if you need to get a hoopty or something quick, then I can understand. Get your gas car because we got to do. But if you're making these large purchases and stuff, I'm finna get ready to buy me a car. It's gonna cost me $30,000 or whatever. Please don't do that stupidity. If you're gonna spend over $10,000 for a car, go for an electric. Because now we're buying ethanol, everybody. Ethanol is a filler. Gas is higher than you can imagine. There's a difference between buying gas and ethanol. When I go to the pump, I want to buy gas, but I'm buying ethanol too. So guess what? If it's saying $2.50 a gallon, in actuality, depending on how much ethanol is in there, I'm paying more for gas. So you may as well double that in price. You're paying a lot of money for gas. You're paying $5 or $6 a gallon for gasoline. That other portion that makes it cheap is the ethanol. Ethanol is an alcohol. You can actually, don't go and do this now, a disclaimer. You can drink ethanol. Your liquor contains ethanol. You can drink that. But you don't go and drink gas because gas and ethanol together is deadly. Don't put that together. I'm just saying in your bottles when you go to the liquor store, you got ethanol. And this is the fuel you're driving on. Okay? St. Anne said, I heard diesel isn't as bad as gasoline and ethanol. My son was telling me that they got a red diesel that's dirt cheap that you could ride on, that's dirt cheap. But if you get caught driving with it, especially in these trucks, you can go to prison. Now that's what they said. Ain't that a damn shame? Regulations will put you in prison for little things that you're just trying to save money. Trying to save money is gonna have a lot of our asses going behind bars. Hello. Okay. Spiritual Access says, Varney, YouTube is holding your comments. It's not this channel. See, y'all got to realize we got moderators. Moderators we choose. But YouTube got moderators too. So you got all of these different moderators. Gail said here in California, San Francisco, we pay almost $4 over for gas. See what I'm saying? Gonna add some to that. If you got ethanol in it, you can't even find a service station no more that don't serve or that don't have ethanol in the fuel. Milton says lithium mining and the manufacturer of lithium ion batteries are actually really bad. It's like wind turbines. Wind turbines. The lifetime of them does an offset what it takes to make them. They don't want you to have all that stuff alternative. See, that's why I say when I came out here initially, I wanted to come here and have wind power, solar power, and everything like the Earth, like the Earth ships. Hey, Third Power Production, how you doing? You doing okay? Third Power Production said, if you are on this feed, you are not normal. Okay, now Ashe. Normal people are not interested in this type material. The normal people are here to keep the status quo up and running, to keep the matrix where it is functioning. That's their purpose. We're totally natural or organic or whatever you want to use. We're totally riding with nature, as we do sometimes use some of the material that the globalists have here, because this is the reason why I'm able to be on the internet right now. I'm able to be here because of the globalists or whatever. But to some extent, nothing about me is natural. Okay, I mean, I'm sorry. Nothing about me is normal. I am sorry. I'm natural to an extent, not 100%. We were really totally natural and everything. Honey, mom be walking around with her breast out. I would have a little sheet or whatever to go at the bottom of me, and it would be white. I would have my beads and necklaces on. I would be topless. Okay, I would be topless, but I know I cannot be. Not where I am now. Okay, your women, our breasts do not supposed to be in bras and all of that. We do that because this is what they require, but we don't supposed to have our boobies in those things. You know what I'm saying? But a beautiful world to me. I was just fantasizing my world, and I think I'm gonna paint it. Maybe write a book on it. But to me, my fantasy world, my world, my natural world, there will be like fruit trees everywhere. Fruits that they do. You know how many fruit trees they have exterminated? Do y'all know how many fruits that have been exterminated? Fruits are the opiates to the invisible world. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I keep telling people sugar actually is a stimuli that actually goes into the receptors of your brain and connect you like a bridge to worlds, dimensions. You understand that you would not get to. In other words, this is why people love sweets. You get your euphoria from it. You understand? And I wish I could do more. I had more words, more terminology to talk about it. But when a tree produces fruits, which I told you, the tree of life, it represents the three worlds. It brings the three worlds together: your physical, your light and dark worlds, all three together. You understand what I'm saying? And in that tree can bring you to that place when it produces its fruits and you eat it. You get to partake in those other dimensions. You understand? That's why I have a love for a tree, because I tell y'all all day long. I know at one time in my one of my past lives or my future lives, I don't know which lives, I was this grand tree. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so beautiful. I get this nostalgia when I talk about it. But if I like I said once again, they have exterminated a lot of fruits here in the Americas. There are a lot of fruits that are exterminated forever on the planet. And then this is what I do when I travel. I try to connect myself to explore all of these different trees and fruits that are no longer, vines and plants that produce things that can connect you with that world. And they don't want you to have it. They don't want you to have those fruits. Oh, no, 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 no. But they have them though. They go overseas to get all of those fruits and stuff that help them to speak to the other gods and other beings and shit like that. But if I had my way, I would bring those trees back to life, those fruits back to my life, back to life, back to my life, as I said, and um, and surround myself in this beautiful garden of Eden with them. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're missing right now. This is why it's so hard to connect with divinity, because a lot of those things that will attach to those receptors and stuff, they don't have them here any longer. Some fruits are actually banned, like what is called a ban here in America, like rubitons. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Rubitons, or something like that. Or maybe it's just something in another world. It could, sometimes y'all hear me say words a little different because in some of my other existences, we pronounce things a little bit different. And I have been, even through school as a child, I have been admonished by using words like, you could see children that may have been in seclusion, and they learn amongst themselves, create their own languages and shit like that. We see that they say that's a disability here. That's a disability when you create your own words and shit, while they create their words. They create words for us and put them in their dictionary. But if we as normal people create words, it's because we are lacking some type of discipline, or it's got to be something physically wrong with us. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, I have to check myself sometimes. So y'all hear me sometimes say some things and stuff like that. It's because there are other worlds that I go to. There are other worlds that I have lived in, and you all know that you are not just living in this world just alone. I understand. You're living in other worlds too. We don't live in one world. You have a copy of yourself in other worlds. You live in a whole other world somewhere else while you're here. This is why you are able to connect with these other places and bring information back. You gotta go there. You gotta be there in order to get something from there and bring it back here, don't you? That's right. Thank you so much. Third World Production says we are multidimensional. We're interdimensional and multidimensional. Okay, so know that they don't want you to be a part of that. They want you to just think that this is it. You understand? Because as long as you think that this is it, you're not tapping into your power. You're not a threat, and you're gonna continue to go with the status quo, so they can keep down deadly force and violence. They don't want to have to use deadly force and violence. Okay, it's too much energy to do it. If we have them believing that this is it, you understand what I'm saying? Then they're going to continue to buy our products. They're going to continue to walk the straight and narrow, which that is just everybody in one single line. following each other. You see what I'm saying? So this is what they want. But this is going to change as we are in or entering in the age of Aquarius. They know that. That's why I say on the download, they trying to, on the download, not low. Or you can say that if you want to. They trying to be us. I ain't gonna say it again. I'll say this one more time so y'all understand how I think. How are they trying to be us? By trying to use the corporation to set up places for psychic hotlines and do all of this mom and pop stuff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to set it up now where they selling the herbs, they're selling the tinctures and shit. You're gonna be going in. I ain't getting no deeper than this because it's tiring to keep on explaining. I know my behind need to be getting up because I got an appointment. And I'm sorry if I don't get a chance to read everybody's text, because what I'm gonna do, I go back and read it, and so are the production companies. They're reading it. Know that it's true. I'm not delusional over here. I've seen too much stuff in Hollywood to say, "Whoa, that looked like my shit." You know, when Angela Bassett played that part in American Horror Story, that was me all day long. Them trying to make the dreadlocks and stuff and the witch in the garden and all that shit. Because that production company had hit me up at one time. Okay? I've had several of them hitting me up. All they wanted at that time early on when it was hard to get your phone number is to get your phone number so that they can sit there and use it people can tap into your conversations, you don't even know it. It's deep. They just needed the number. So it's funny that when I called y'all and gave you all the number, this was way back. They ain't interested in mama now, but this is way back in the beginning, like 2009. I had what you call it? Hot something, hot snakes media. Hot Snakes production, something like that. They had hit me up. It was quite a few of them, but I have since then forgotten about them and everything. Is it Hot Snakes Media? That was one of them. And then when you call the number, you don't hear nothing else from them. They got your number now. You see what I'm saying? They can listen in on conversations. Don't think that you are just talking with the other person. There are other people also listening to y'all's conversations too. They are watching you, believe it or not. Don't ever think you're on the phone with just the one other person. Okay? But anyway, so they come over here and other witches channels too. They come on y'all's channels and stuff, and they look at you, and then they study you, and then they come out with a movie, and you'll see your personality on screen. But I've already cursed anybody that is deciding to do that. Okay. Everybody but Erica. Erica gets a pass because it seems like we're in a similar tribe. But Erica, you can at least donate to the cause. Okay. Okay, girl. Now you know I'm on the phone. Stop hitting me up. You know I'm on the phone now. Okay. At least give me that curse. Hey. Okay, anyway, spiritual, I said, how you doing? Thank you for moderating. Our other moderator is in here, Jackie. Thank you for the love, the hugs, and kisses. Thank you, too, for moderating. Crazy 8 said Edward Snowden's. Who is that? Yes, Lady Al, I do have a cash app. It is $VENITALUV. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my little thing up here, my cash app thing. If I can figure out, anybody knows how I could put a cash app when I do a live. I don't know how to do it. Anybody know? Saint Anne said, "What's wrong with cussing? Absolutely nothing." because I'm gonna be cussing a lot of motherfuckers. Um, um. Okay, I will. Okay. Gail said, "Mama, just put it in your description box under your titles." But I have noticed that on the cell phone, I cannot put anything on my description box. Let me see. I can't do it until I finish the live. Oh, Milton. Milton says, "Swear words have never heard anybody, have never, I guess what you're saying, swear words have never hurt anybody. Is that what you want to say? And they're not acceptable in society, yet nuclear warheads are, okay? So, like, who is teaching us? Are the people who are setting up the nuclear warheads teaching us? Or is it another division of government that teaches us? You see what I'm saying? Y'all pay some attention to all of that shit. Pay some attention to that. We're like the little special children, especially you normal people. I'm advising all of you normal people to start exploring your spirituality and get to free yourselves from mental slavery. Okay? As the great what his name was, had the dreadlocks, Bob Marley would say, free yourselves from mental slavery. Saint Answer. He's talking to me. Well, y'all know I'm gonna interpret the way I want it to. Y'all know how I am. Okay, Gail, so you can also put it in your community page. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, good idea. Fuck. Cape Fear says just put your Cash App tag in the description. Yeah, so you can also put it in your community page. That's right. They do have a description just before you. Don't they have a description? Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it in my fucking title and try to find a way to put it in. Now I know I can put it in my description afterwards I get through. But I have never seen on the cell phone where I can do it before I start streaming. And I know the haters are sitting down here listening. Ain't y'all listening? Y'all love it. This is where it's at, ain't it, y'all? Haters, this is where it's at. It's right here. Ain't no sense. You know what people say? Why should I have to go around doing my research and everything? I just research. A lot of these content creators that don't like me, they don't go and do a whole bunch of research. They come to my channel and then look at y'all comments and listen to what I say and then go from there. I've seen so many content creators. Now, I don't know if we really connected. Now, it's a chance that we could be so strongly connected until all of us are getting the source information at the same time. People in our tribes. Now, just because I ain't in everybody tribe that does content here as witches on YouTube. Okay. We're not the same source. Okay. You understand? Like, I appreciate y'all and everything, but we know we're not of the same tribe. Most of the people who are in the same tribe with me, they gonna like me. You know how you ain't gonna like your own family member. Now, if you are a content creator and you're a witch and everything, and you know you don't like me, you know we ain't in the same tribe. Come on now, let's go and stop that right now. We ain't getting the same source at the same time. You just copying off me. But there are some witches here that are in the same source with me that will tend to kind of say the same thing that I say. And I may be saying some things that they say because we're receiving source. You know what I'm saying? At this moment from the cosmos, depending on how, these celestial bodies align. You understand? But some folks, they just sitting down there copying you. That's just all to it. They're just sitting down there copying everything. Y'all right now here. Everything I'm saying. And they'll be shaming themselves and hating at the same time. Shame on you. Uh-huh. Vonnie, what is your eyes doing rolling in the back of your head? Huh? Milton said, when people attack with hate, it's often because they are frightened, normally because their beliefs are challenged. Ooh. And they don't quite believe in themselves. I do love saying that to Christian groups. That's a profound statement, Milton. Very profound. And my challenge, my channel, and my kindreds, okay, who are actively in my chat, understand, we are challenging people's belief system. And this is another reason why we're not mainstreaming on this channel. They don't want that challenge. You know what I'm saying? You know, it right now, if they were to find out that weather is not real and it's being created by man, there's a lot of people wouldn't be able to handle that, y'all. A lot of the normal people have built a foundation on this thing that they think is sound and rigid called religion. And to find out that religion is really and truly a man construct, it's a hoax. And all of these promises that they were made, that if they sacrifice this, that, and the other, they're going to go to this beautiful place of light called heaven, and they find out it is not true. These people are not going to be able to think straight, man. The hospital will have to close up. You know what I'm saying? Doctor's offices will have to close up. Dentist offices will have to close up. I mean, shit. They're not going to be able to handle this. You think that these globalists want these people to know that Santa Claus really don't exist? Religion, Jesus, winter, especially this winter wonderland. Here where I'm at in the South, is fictitious. Jesus is a fictitious character. There may be an energy in that thing that can possess and embody people, but it's really not a real true thing. It's very fairy tale in nature. They've always offered us hope. They've always offered us a savior, and in actuality there is no savior. Okay, Jesus is a savior and a hope that you do not have to worry. Just keep on toiling in the fields. One day I'll come back on my spaceship or my horse or whatever he's going to come back on. Hell, come back on the airplane or some shit. I don't know. On a hover around. And he's going to come back and he's going to give to all us little children salvation. And we ain't got to worry about what's on the other side. Because Jesus going to take us over there to the promised land. Yes, he is. Y'all, that's lies. We are responsible for ourselves. No preacher in the church. None of that. Okay? None of that. Okay, and y'all already know that, so ain't no sense in going back over there. Hey, Chris, love you. Thank you so much for moderating. Glad to see you here. Chris says, remember to thumbs up the video and subscribe if you haven't if you haven't already. I was just about to say if you haven't today. Okay, love you too, Chris. So could you all please thumbs up the video? We have 57 in here and only 40 thumbs up. And I gotta go, but I'm coming back a little later on because I got to make this appointment. Oh, DWCLOL, you sound just like them Southern pastors. Yes, I had to go through the torture. That's why they make you ass sit down in school so that they can brainwash you. They make you sit down in that damn church. You understand? You know, just it's just pure torture. You understand? I like to sit down to my own information and to what I want to see. I don't want to sit down to what you got to tell me. Unless you on the same path I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Empress Wise Turtle said, I was call the devil because I told her Jesus is not his real name. She got up and moved away from me. She sent me like 8 messages of Bible scriptures to me until I made her stop. I have a cousin that does that did that, and I had to get her straight. And I just told her, I don't know, you might be listening to me now. I said, look, one day when you grow up, you'll understand. And I never got another text. Matter of fact, she had even had other people in her church texting me. They were all bombarding me and everything. So I'm going to tell you again, cuz, if you're watching, hopefully one day you'll grow up. Have you grown up yet? Because it's been a minute since we talked. This right here, biological cousin right here. Have you grown up yet, sis? Okay. Don't be a telemarketer for Jesus, okay? You're around here texting scriptures and all of that to people and stuff. That's telemarketing for Jesus. What is Jesus going to do for you? I know what you're going to say. Oh, he already doing, honey. It's already been done. Already been done. Already been done. That's how the song goes. Already been done. Already been done. Now, if y'all want to believe in all of that fairy tale stuff, that's y'all, but mama can't do it. All the time, I didn't realize I was blessing myself. Yeah. I was blessing myself, y'all. Yes, God Daddy Jesus at Cape Fear. Okay. So they waiting on their Savior. My mama died waiting on the Savior. My grandma died waiting on the Savior. My granddaddy waited on the Savior. My great-great-great-great-grandmammy waited on the Savior. My great-great-great-great-granddaddy Pappy waited on the Savior. Yeah. Y'all know how they do up in that church. Burn them down and raise the dead. Misleading all of these people, spirits and stuff like that coming to me talking about I lie. You lie. Because they see there ain't no damn heaven. Just your heaven right here. Now I know what y'all saying. Mama, what you gonna do when you go on the other side? Depending on that's what you're supposed to be spending your time doing now. Trying to figure out and making a way of what you're supposed to be doing on the other side. You're not here to have fun. You're not here to have sex, drink, smoke, gossip, wear the latest fashion. That ain't what your purpose is here. That's your physical function. Where's your spiritual work? Your spiritual work is going to determine where you're going. You're supposed to be creating your motherfucking future outside of this physical body. That's what you're supposed to spend your goddamn time doing. Y'all know I start cussing. Y'all know that ain't mama. Them spirits coming up in here. I'm just a vessel. Okay? I got to go ahead and end this live stream. I'm going to be back later. Please visit me on the next channel, on the other channel, because after I get through at the doctor's office, I'm going to be coming back through. So visit me on the next channel, y'all, okay? Okay, now. If you haven't already, please rate and subscribe. Please subscribe and click the notification bell. Ding! Bye-bye. I'm out.